Welcome back to Games Mania Doherty. And in this video, I want to talk about something that uh, a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to video games. And this particular topic is to do with organizing your games. Okay, so I know a lot of people out there will talk about how to organize your games on uh, like say a gaming library or your physical copies that are on your shelf and stuff like that, and how to organize your all of your video games, like say in a full library. And maybe you're somebody who has a lot of games, and like me, and you have like a couple of hundred games or maybe even thousands of games in your game library, and like you're a full gamer, and you're maybe you're a hardcore gamer and you play a lot of physical games. And I know I have a big collection. I have quite a big collection, and I've done videos on my collection in the past. Um, but what I want to talk about here is how to organize your games, the games that you are currently working on. So those are the games that you're playing right now, and just to save you the anxiety and getting stressed and overwhelmed by what games you should play even to begin with. Sometimes for some people they don't know where to start with video games. Maybe there's lots of games that you're thinking of starting to play video games, and maybe you're like me and you started a collection, but you want to organize those games and set some goals up for yourself, and maybe figure out what games you want to play. So I'm going to kind of go through a few steps on what you can do, so you don't get kind of caught up in this kind of overwhelming thing of, oh, what game should I play, or where should I start with video games? Do I want to play a shooter game? Do I want to play some violent gory game? Do I want to play racing games? Do I want to play GTA, Call of Duty, whatever the hell the game is? I want to kind of break it down a few ways that you can kind of manage that and not kind of get stressed out about it, because life can become overwhelming, and you have other things going on in your life. And I want to show you a few ways that you can manage it, and kind of in a way that it's kind of set out, and then you can kind of just go, okay, this is the game that I'm working on right now, and I'm going to come back to this game when I have time to play my video games. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to set aside the games that I've completed already. And in this particular video, we're just going to take a look at PS2 games. Okay, so the ones that I've completed on a physical disc, and I've actually completed them on a CRT TV, which is an old TV. And I played them on the original PlayStation, the original classic model of the PS2. I'm going to go through a couple of the games here, and I'm going to also show you something that you can do to organize the games that you are currently working on. And another thing that I wanted to do to go over as well, to another tip that I want to give you as well, is that you can also write down the games that you're actually that you want to set yourself up with a schedule. So you want to write down the games that you're working on, and you can do this in various different ways. You can put down, what console, whether you're a retro gamer, maybe it's NES, maybe it's Game Boy. You can list out the games. That's another tip for you to do. You can write them down and keep them aside in a list. Maybe you could even type them or print them, and then tick off the game that you've completed, or the career. Even if you're just doing the story mode of the career in a video game, maybe it's a first person shooter game. Whatever the game is, you can check mark that off, that you've completed the game. Set yourself up with a schedule, and jot down the games that you have completed. Okay. Now, another thing that I want to show you is, and this is something I'm doing right now, is get yourself one of these zip pocket folders. Okay. This thing holds, discs. It's basically just a zip disc holder. So in this, I have all the games, and I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes the games that I am currently, these are the games that I have on my schedule. And today we're just going to look at the games. There's about 20 games here, 20 discs that I've taken out of my collection. And these are the games that I'm currently, I have on my schedule to try and complete. Okay. So I'm going to show you those in the second half of this video. But I'm also going to show you the physical games that I've already completed. And these are the ones that I've completed in recent years. Okay, so we're going to go through them now, and these are in no particular order of when I completed them. These are just the ones I've completed, so I'm going to go through them now really quickly. So the first one we got is the Getaway Black Monday. Okay, that's the Getaway Black Monday. We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Okay, we got Gone. Completed that one a couple of years ago. We got Bully, the Canem edition for PlayStation 2. We got The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I actually beat to 100%. Completed the entire game up to 100%. One that I completed last year, a very tough game. That's Red Dead Revolver, okay, by Rockstar Games, Western game. Then we got Tony Hawk's Underground, okay, we got that right there. Then we got 18 Wheeler. Now I only completed this with one of the truckers. I know I have to do the game again. It's one of those games where there's more challenges in it. You have to kind of do this game, you know, in the arcade mode. When you're doing it in the arcade mode, you have to redo the game again with the various truckers that are in the game, included in the game. But another one that I have worked through. The next one we got here is, of course, The Simpsons Road Rage as well, and I also have a playthrough on my channel. You can check, you can check that out as well. I've done a lot on the Simpsons Road Rage, but another one that I finished entirely to the end, and also did it physically as well, right here. And the next one we got, which I just completed, as you know, because I've just shared a video, is Need for Speed Underground. Okay, that's the first Need for Speed Underground game from the PlayStation 2 franchise. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's all for PlayStation 2. I know now that these are the games that I've completed, so I'm not getting confused and going, wait, did I do that game already, or do I have anything else to complete in it? And, you know, I'm not getting overwhelmed by that. I have a list and a schedule of which console and which games I have completed and which ones that I need to work on. Okay, so those are the tips right there. You know, but I highly suggest getting one of these because it's a very handy way of organizing the games that you're going to work on, and also to make a list of the games and tick off the games that you've completed. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's the best way to organize the games that you're currently working on. I hope this helps for any gamers out there, but I hope it's a good tip, or it's good advice, just to kind of save you becoming overwhelmed and not knowing what video game. Like, if you have a lot of video games, a big collection, and you want to start really kind of playing the games and just getting enjoyment out of them, and this method has been working for me amazingly well, and I really enjoy and look forward to the games that I want to actually play. So those are a few little things that you can actually do. So I'm just going to show you in the zip CD folder. I'm going to show you, just before I end the video, which games I am currently have set to work through on my schedule. But this is over a long span of time. I'm not in a long period of time. I'm not in any rush to complete these games. I'm taking my time, and I will eventually get through them all, hopefully, if I'm able to complete them. Some of them may be very difficult, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to show you right now what's in this, the ones that I've got on my schedule. Okay, folks, so we're going to take a look inside the folder, or the CD pocket holder with the games, and I'm just going to go through the ones that I have set on my schedule to complete for the upcoming years, or that I'm currently working through. So the first one we got here is a game called Spy Hunter. We also got Ratchet and Clank, and that's the first one. Next up we got Burnout 3 Takedown, which I've actually completed most of the challenges in, but I still have some work to do on that one. We got 007 Agent Under Fire. We got Driver 3. We got World Rally Championship, and that's the first one. What do we have next? We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. So these are games that I have completed, a few things in, but I need to go back and do more work on them. Okay, so that's why I have them organized like this, and I think it's a very good way of doing it. Now, another tip as well, if you don't want to do things like this, for some people, they would rather kind of just work on one game at a time and finish that game entirely, and that's okay. You can do that as well. Sometimes that works better as well if you just want to focus on one game. But if you'd like to kind of just work through different games and try out different games, but not become overwhelmed or confused, this is a way to organize the ones that you're working on. Okay, so we got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, and got a lot of that one done actually, but didn't complete it entirely. We got The Getaway, and that's the first Getaway. Okay, we got GTA Liberty City Stories. We got The Italian Job, LA Heist. We got Spider-Man 2. And of course I actually put 18 Wheeler back in because I want to redo the game with the rest of the challenges and stuff that's included. So I decided to put that one in there. And then we got this game here, which is called Endgame. Okay, I think it's kind of a shooter game. Not one that I'm familiar with yet. I need to play it. We also got Red Faction. Okay, and next up we got Guitar Hero 2. We got 007 Nightfire. Last but not least, on our PS2 library, or our PS2 titles, is WRC2 Extreme. Okay, so that's the second of the World Rally Championship games. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the games that I'm planning on, that I have in my schedule for working through out of the PlayStation 2 games. So I hope this really helps you. If it did, drop a comment, a like, rate the video, and let me know your thoughts below. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.